Doesn't that feel good? What drink do you have today, Adam?
I've got a golden honeycomb aero mocha. It tastes just like hot water.
I've got a Americano with milk from the student shop.
Is it good?
It tastes like mud. Hello and welcome to Movie On Up podcast with your hosts, me, Alfie Walker.
And me, Adam Barlow.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're in the studio bright and early. It's 9:30. Both got our drinks keeping us going, bit of caffeine in the blood system. We're here today to talk about film.
Wow, yeah. Damn, if only we'd done the intro like that in the first episode, we'd all be
top
we'd
of
all be
that
enlightened.
charts, yeah. There has been no new releases this week. I mean, any that we're bothered about, if we're honest. What was it? Vindictive Swim or something?
Yeah.
Vindiction
I'm not sure
Swim.
what that's about.
Yeah, I think, is it not just another Niad rip-off or whatever?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't been to the cinema, but we're going to obviously touch on the Oscars and the results and how the whole evening went, because I've got something to say about Jonathan Ross, let me tell you that. And what else are we talking about, Adam?
And it's a bit of a two-part of this episode. We're going to also talk about the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for those uninitiated. It's in the mud. I think we've said that a few times now over the course of this series. But we're just going to give it a little bit of an overview, give our thoughts, where the high points are, where it maybe began to go off the rails a little bit, and how if we were Kevin Feige, and in many ways we are.
Yeah.
You're wearing a cap at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm...
Bold?
Yeah, sure.
Adam's bold for anyone who didn't know.
I've got no hair. Yeah.
And I think we're going to give our opinions on maybe what we're looking forward to as well, because there is a few odd little bright spots, I think, in the future that might be good, but well, I guess we said that about some of the films that came out recently, like Thor: Love and Thunder, I was pumped for, but that was dreadful. But anyway, where are we starting? Starting with the Oscars?
Start with the Oscars, yeah.
Let's go for it.
So, what did you think of the night overall? I thought it was quite predictable, but the ceremony was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think most of the jokes landed very well.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it was fun, for sure. I think some of the jokes landed. I think all of the jokes landed apart from Jimmy Kimmel's jokes. I just didn't think.
You reckon?
I didn't think he worked.
I thought his opening speech was good.
Yeah, okay. The opening was okay, but I think
But then I saw
throughout-
articles about the Robert Downey Jr. bit that he had, and they said that was a bit awkward. But I thought it was okay in the moment. I thought
it was
sort of
fine.
went along.
That's just his personality, isn't it? RDJ's a bit like that. I think maybe he was going along with it as well, because the same way that like Keaton reacted when.
Yeah.
Like I saw people being like, why was he looking like that? Why was he was being Batman? Like that was the point. That's why he was looking all stern and like raised his eyebrow. Like that was good. I think overall, yeah, the night was very predictable. That's the first time I've watched it live.
Yeah.
You too, right?
Yeah. It's funny, we were saying before, because I thought until I think either you or another guy said that it started at 11 in the UK.
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
I thought it started at
2 a.m. Yes, like all the films do. Like, yeah, I thought like if you wait up for a TV show that's broadcast in America, like Game of Thrones on a Sunday, used to broadcast at 2 a.m. Monday morning, and I used to stay up to watch it. But obviously the Oscars isn't a 1 hour TV show; it's a 4-hour long thing. So, but yeah, you told me that it started at sort of 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was like, oh right, perfect. So stayed up and watched it.
Yeah. I'm glad I did. I think next year I really want to try and do an event.
Yeah,
You were saying your
Oscar
friends
party, yeah.
put one on.
Yeah. So when they were at uni, they used to get all their friends together. There's a good sort of 10, 12 of them. They'd all sit in the living room, all have their sheets, obviously have their like Prosecco and like all sort of dress up a bit. And they'd all have a laugh, do their guesses, and then watch the whole night together as sort of like an Oscar party. I think it's a really, really good idea. And we said we'd love to do it, haven't we? So it might be something for next year, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always a good night. I think it depends on how many of the films you've seen, of course, and how good the coverage is.
Yeah. There's a really good podcast that does coverage on the films, yeah.
Yeah.
Move On Up pod. Give it a listen.
Yeah. Two cracking hosts as well. So I guess should we go for it one by one, or should we talk about our highlights of the ceremony first?
Yeah, why don't we say a couple of highlights and then a couple of low points?
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a few of those as well.
Sure. So for me, I really enjoyed the back and forth that Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt had about
that was
Barbenheimer.
That was great.
It was just like you could tell it was just playful tension in the room. It was good fun. I do think Barbie was a little bit robbed.
It got nothing,
in
right?
a couple. It got best song, best original song from Billie Eilish.
I was shocked it got that as well, if I'm honest. I didn't think she'd get it, but...
But then I'm thinking, compared to the other songs, I don't think any of the other songs were that great.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go to Caine.
Yeah.
I get why it didn't, but...
So Billie Eilish is 22, right? She's got 2 Oscars already.
Jesus.
Which is just insane. Why do you go from there?
Yeah, right. She could just retire now. That's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Might have a bit of that's a bit of a peek into my life goals. But if I had that much money and 2 Oscars, I would retire at 22.
Yeah, why not? And then another point I really enjoyed. I mean, like I said, I thought Jimmy Kimmel's opening speech was good. John Cena coming out naked was.
I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
I thought it was good. Kind of mad that he did it.
Yeah.
Because he's proper, like, stark bollock naked as well. It's not like he's got tighty whities on. He's proper, just a little pouch on.
It was good, but then I think the award they handed out before, I can't remember which one it was, but they cut them off. And it feels a little bit insensitive when they cut off a technical category just to get John Cena out naked. But
was it Godzilla? It might have been Godzilla.
It might have been, yeah.
You're right. There was some kind of speech and they started playing the music. I was like, oh, here we go.
It's always very awkward, isn't it?
Awkward. Just give him another 30 seconds.
Yeah. There is enough comedy in there. But then I guess you don't want to hear, if you've lost a category, you don't want to hear someone else rabbit on for too long. I understand it's a big balance and it's difficult, but...
One joke that I think didn't land at all was I literally can't remember her name. This is terrible. The woman from the Ladies Ghostbusters, what's her name? Melissa McCarthy and the other lady. I thought their bit did not land at all. I was sat there cringing. My toes were curling when they were doing their little jokes. I did not.
Oh yes, yeah.
The like bit about the writers and the script, and it just.
Oh yeah.
Didn't
It's easier when you read the script. I really don't like Melissa McCarthy. I don't think she's that funny. I think my mum's a fan.
I think she was funny in the Ghostbusters film, but I think that's maybe the only thing I've seen her in. So, but yeah, not a huge fan. What else did I not like? Let's talk about Al Pacino. I see Oppenheimer. It's Oppenheimer. It's like you saw the man with the camera running to Christopher Nolan because he wasn't there yet. Like
that was such a bizarre moment. I don't know what happened.
Why didn't they show the nominees before he announced it? I get that they had been showing them all night. Show us again.
Yeah,
I just don't get it at all. Like, especially because
they
build tension.
I think they were a couple minutes short anyway, or they finished early for once in their lives.
It's scheduled for 3.5 hours, and it was sort of like 2-3 minutes short, I think. So, yeah. Why they just didn't do a quick sizzle reel?
Just
of
narratively,
10 films. Yeah. It's this. Like. Yeah, so weird that he just came up on stage. He's clearly a bit old, isn't he? Yeah. So, but bless him, and he's just like, I see Oppenheimer.
But just what a weird way to announce it.
I don't know if he said there was someone in his ear telling him something. I think I saw that in an article and it got him confused.
Maybe.
But, yeah, that sort of really... It ended the night on a bit of a, like, damp lettuce leaf.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, biggest... award of the night, isn't it? It's the one everyone's waiting for.
It's the one you can't muck up, really, isn't it? And every year they manage it, don't they?
Every year they had the Emma Stone La La Land one. That.
Dear me. While we're talking about handing out awards as well, I thought when they brought back, I don't know if they've done this previous years. Again, I haven't watched the full show, but when they bring out the 5 previous, some of the
really cool, isn't it? Yeah.
Some of the last winners, and then do like a 1-to-1 speech to the other nominees of this year. I thought that was brilliant. And like seeing just they're huge stars. I mean, they've won an Oscar, but particularly the supporting actor one I thought was such a great lineup.
Yeah, well, it was Sam
Rockwell, Christoph Waltz, was it?
Yeah, Christoph Waltz. He's looking old, I won't lie.
Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah.
Mahershala
Ali, and the other guy I actually didn't know, which is terrible.
Sure.
But it was so cool. And then it was the same with the lead actress one was really good. I thought where you had Jennifer Lawrence, Jessica Lang. It was the 5 people. It was like they were all great, weren't they? I thought it was really. I've never seen. Michelle, they've done that before. I thought that was a really cool moment. Something I will say, right? There's obviously been campaigning for years to have a stunt category, and they sort of did a whole thing like they were going to announce next year we're doing a stunt category, but no, they just had Ryan Gosling. That was the Ryan Gosling and
Emily Blunt.
Emily
was it,
Blunt bit, yeah, where they came on stage like, oh, we love stunt people. Here's a sizzle reel.
Mm.
That was it.
And it was all Mission Impossible, John Wick. I'm like, yes, those two were
Indiana Jones.
some of my favourite films of the last year.
It's just so weird. Like, and then but then that was it. I thought they were gonna like next year we're bringing a new Oscar because there's so much campaigning for it.
Because I tweeted as well throughout the night, along with loads of other journalists that were doing the same thing. We all said that was a very nice moment. Shame there's not a category for it. Like, you could have used that time to announce an award for it.
I think that would have been such a good moment because every year there is campaigns. Tom Cruise is like one of the main people who's like, there needs to be a stunt category. Why isn't there a stunt category? It's
Absolutely.
insane.
It's so like integral to films, and I could list probably the top 5 nominees that it would have been from last year. It would have been probably Godzilla -1.
Yeah, Godzilla, Mission Impossible,
John Wick,
John Wick, Indiana Jones. Yeah, like
probably give it to something. Yeah, whatever else there was last year.
But it's just so weird that there's not a stunt category. So odd.
I hope they introduce it soon. I mean, they've got casting coming in, if not next year, the year after.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
which makes sense. I understand. Yeah. It's a bit of a difficult one, I think, for the average viewer, myself included, to actually wrap their head around what that means.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, oh, there's a person's job that is just to cast someone.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of just presume, oh, the director must do that. You know, there's obviously there's a whole casting team that just goes around scouting out people, which makes sense.
They're always really high up in the credits as well, aren't they? It's usually like director, exec, assistant director, and then maybe 2 or 3 later it then says casting, which is a really high up, obviously, position. Something I did love throughout the entire night, and every time it happened, me and Jacob at home cheered. I made a joke was that there were so many British people on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were so many people that every time they walked up, I was like, oh, yeah, nice, they're British. Like, cool. Like, there was like, the makeup woman was British. It was, that was great.
Yeah. It's like the whole, pretty much, well, a substantial amount behind Oppenheimer was British, obviously, so they're up there.
Poor Things is Channel 4, so that's British. And Zone of Interest is British as well. It was great. I loved it. It's so cool.
Overall, very exciting night. And it always feels like a bit of an end of a chapter as well, because every time the Oscars and stuff comes to a close, I'm like, oh, like, that's that over in a way. Like, can't talk about those films ever again, which is obviously not true. But
it's kind of fitting that there's no films this week for us to watch, actually, because it feels like it is properly like, right, that's last year done, and then maybe, I guess the next film coming out is Ghostbusters, which is next week, maybe the week after. Like,
I'm very, very excited for that.
And I guess Dune just happened as well. But...
yeah, which I saw for the second time as well. I think Christopher Walken fit in better than he did.
Yeah. Now you knew he was going to be there.
Yeah. The action scenes were more impressive, I think. And also there were some moments that I think I just missed the first time round. So, for example, one gripe that I forgot to bring up on the podcast was that it didn't make sense that they all just stood around in his palace bit for ages and then had a fight. They don't. They go back to the, what's the capital place? Arcane, something like that.
Yeah.
The Arrakis
main
area.
Happens. Right, okay.
Which just I missed.
Just missed the
it kind of cuts
shot.
and they're there, but it's very similar settings. So I would say sometimes it doesn't establish quite where you are. And again, I would still love to have seen more Harkonnen stuff because because I was again really looking forward to seeing it. I was loving it. I turned to my brother who went again, who never goes to cinema, so that's high praise. That is a big compliment for him to go to see the same film twice. You
were late to the showing, weren't you? How much did you miss?
Do you know, we literally timed it. We couldn't have been more down to the wire.
Really?
We really, because we both got a coffee. Guy decided to get a Sprite, a coffee, and then they had reduced bakery bits there from the Costa as well. So I got a cream egg cookie, which was divine. He got some Danish pastry thing. I think it was a cinnamon bun. That's what you got. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, we couldn't have faffed around getting. We were like, oh, I'll have one of them. I'll have the
Sprite,
venti chai tea latte. Like
the thing that takes them 10 minutes to make.
Yeah, honestly. And I was looking at Guy like, are you taking the mick?
Did you miss any of it, or did you?
No, we
nice.
got in literally. You know, as the Odeon man throws his stick aside and then goes like,
it's
now
time.
It's time. Yeah. There's only one screen you should be looking at, and then all that stuff. And then they play the car advert with the speakers boosted,
lady,
and then we came in at that point and literally
nice.
sat down. Yeah.
That's really good
Because
timing.
the bit I was really gutted if we were going to miss the start was the bit where they do the little quote, which I just think is so bad.
No, at the beginning of the first film,
Yeah.
they do it as well, don't they? It just goes, dreams are,
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Yeah. And then this one, it's like, if you control the spice, you control, I don't know, the galaxy or whatever it is. Yeah, great film. Anyway, definitely going to be nominated at next year's Oscars. I'll say that now.
So. He didn't get it for the first one, did he, Denise? So
He got a few technical categories though, didn't he?
he didn't get director though, did he?
No. Oscars. Let's go through some of the main categories. We won't touch on all of them. Should we wipe out animation first? Because that's a big category I always look forward to. Last year, managed to catch all the nominees. This year, I was shocking. I only saw Elemental and Spider-Verse.
Kind of ironic as well, because Elemental was through force almost, because that was our screen unseen, wasn't it?
Although I went to see it again in the cinema, so I like that film. It's very cute. I'll probably watch it again.
It's a cute
in
film.
a few years' time. Yeah, The Boy and the Heron won, which feels like a bit of a running joke now on this podcast.
Because we said it from the moment that film came out. We're going to go see this. It will definitely win Best Picture. Never caught it. Came back into cinemas. Never caught it. And then I sat there. I was like, Boy and the Heron's going to win. I'm going to tick this one. And it won. So
and then I've heard some
Mixed.
people love it, but I think the majority of people I've spoken to, but not many people I know have seen it, but most of them have said that it's pretty bland compared to Studio Ghibli's other stuff. But I'm not a huge Studio Ghibli guy. I haven't really watched much of their stuff, so I can't really vouch for that either way.
I can appreciate why people like the Ghibli stuff, but personally, I'm just not a big anime person. I just don't really get it. And that might just be because I haven't sort of, maybe the same as you, where I haven't like subjected myself to much of it. All I've ever seen of anime is probably, Pokemon,
yeah.
And I watched a couple of episodes of that Star Wars Visions.
Oh yeah.
And a bit of Ghibli. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan. And I get some people love it, don't they? Like,
It's a proper rabbit hole. I think if you get into it, I've got a few mates that are probably into it.
But
it's just not something I've ever properly waded into, I guess.
My friend is a big Ghibli fan, and he went to see it at the cinema, and he said it was just like, it was good, but compared to some of the other stuff, not amazing. But we guessed that would win, didn't we? So.
I saw a tweet actually the other day, or yesterday rather, that said if this same film was unchanged, but it came from a different studio and had a different title, maybe it wouldn't have even been nominated.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Which is fascinating. But I just I can't imagine anything being better than Across the Spider-Verse.
I think it's a sequel thing, though. They don't give Oscars to sequels, do they?
They have done it
very rarely,
times,
though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a shame. I really think you can't get better than that. I can't imagine that whatever Studio Ghibli put out this year was better than
just like the variation on it as well, like the scenes where you go through the multiverse and the bit with the Lego.
It's also it's a double hander as well because it's a sequel. It's animation, which is still, I think, kind of put into that kids.
Yeah,
category
it's
of
one
stuff.
category.
They literally said at the Oscars, which I think was a misfire when in the speech Jimmy Kimmel said something about the kind of triviality of animation or something. And I just thought we're beyond this now.
Yeah,
maybe maybe 2 decades ago you could have been saying that, but we've had Pixar has been absolutely smashing it. Putting out some of the best films of the year.
Yeah,
not necessarily recently, but you've got Studio Ghibli, you've got Spider-Verse, you've got The Last Wish last year, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I thought Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I absolutely loved. That was one of my favourite films of last year. And I think, is it Robot Dreams, is it?
Yeah, Robot Dream.
That comes out on the 22nd, I think, in the UK. So we've not even had a chance to watch that yet. But I've seen the trailer and it looks very low-key.
It looks super low budget, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks very, very cute, though. I'm excited to see it because it must be something quite just comfy and cozy to watch, I suppose. So I'm excited to grab a coffee and go and see that when I can take a break from
in an afternoon
from uni stuff. Yeah.
And then another category. What else should we touch on? Should we do the top 4? Do you want to rattle those off?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
The actress. The night opened with Davine Joy Randolph winning. I think that was such a cool moment. I think she deserved it. Out of all of those people, that would have been my choice.
Yep.
I think she deserved it as well, and her speech was really good. I think it was like it started the night on a real high. I think that but can you imagine her winning that, and then she's got to sit through another 3 hours of that?
Yeah, right.
She just wants to go do some shots of tequila.
Yeah.
But that was so good that she won. I'm glad she got that for the holdovers.
For sure. Her speech, like you say, was really beautiful, I thought.
It was quite poignant, wasn't it? Like, people were well up for her. Like, people were happy for her. It was cool.
Actor in a supporting role, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. We guessed that as well. Deserved, I think.
Yeah.
I would have personally preferred Mark Ruffalo, but I think it's too funny.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's too funny I think Mark Ruffalo's thing was a bit campy for the Oscars.
Yeah.
I don't think that's why. I think that's why he didn't win.
Again, like same goes for Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit too campy.
Yeah. Not that it would discredit up like past winners, but you are right. They've definitely got something against comedy, haven't they?
It's comedy and horror. They're always always.
I think Sterling K. Brown, he's not in the film much, but as I said when I reviewed American Fiction on the show, he is really good in it, and there's a speech in it that did genuinely make me tear up a bit. So he's absolutely one to watch. I don't think I've seen him in anything else, but he's a very, very capable actor. So I'll definitely keep an eye out for him in the future. And then Robert De Niro as well. I just want to say
he looked miserable.
Miserable as anything. Yeah. Every time the camera panned to him, I was like, mate, I know you're
seasoned. Yeah.
You know, maybe you think you're too. Yeah. Maybe you think you're too good for this, but
don't go. Don't go.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen someone look so miserable. Like
even when he was being complimented as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember which actor was doing the speech for him, but he raised one eyebrow and kind of looked to the side and stuff. I'm like, oh man,
just engage.
It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, it knows me. What did you think of Downey Jr.'s acceptance speech? Because I get that it's his personality, but he does irritate me because I think he's so smug, and I know it's all part of him. And he's just Iron Man, isn't he? He is Tony Stark. He didn't play that character. That character is him. I think he's so smug and so... I know people love it. I get why people love it, but I think I think his attitude is horrible.
Do you think he needs a little bit more sincerity?
Yeah, in a moment like that, it would have been nice.
I suppose so.
I get it all the time.
I get it, because it's not like it was... I think he won every other award show, I'm pretty sure. Everyone that he was up for, I'm fairly certain in saying... He gave similar speeches at every one, and they're all very funny. Each time made me laugh. I guess he's not a guy that's likely to cry, I suppose.
There was a clip of him backstage getting his Oscar engraved, and he looked quite emotional at that scene. He looked happy and emotional at that, which is nice. But I'd just like to have seen that a bit for the actual awards, because I feel like he was just a bit sarky still. And yeah, like I said, that's just his character, isn't it? But...
Yeah. I love, though, the pairing of him and Sam Rockwell was so good. Yeah. I really, really like Sam Rockwell. In the last 2-3 years, I'm like, everything you do is great.
I've not seen him in much, but what I've seen him in, he's good. And all these appearances of him on talk shows where he's dancing and stuff like that, like, it's so cool. He seems like such a cool...
I don't know if I said on the podcast, but I watched him in just a random film on Netflix probably a month or so ago. And it's like a really kind of over-the-top action romance film. And it's got the girl in it from Pitch Perfect, the main actress in that does the Cup song.
Rebel Wilson?
No, she's Anna Kendrick, that's
right,
it.
Okay.
It's a weird pairing because they're both quite sort of caricatures of characters themselves, but just a really quirky film, a bit twisty and turny. It's very contrived and it's a little bit generic, but I just... He dances a lot in it, kind of Argyle style, dare I say. Which is a film I've thankfully not thought about in a while. But yeah, even in Argyle, I think he's so much fun. And on chat show appearances, he's great. So it was good to see him at the night.
And then we had actor in a lead. Or let's do actress first. Actress in a leading role. I think this was maybe one of the weaker categories, I think. I don't know.
You think run us through the nominees, just refresh us.
So it was Annette Bening for Nyad, or Nyad, I don't know how we say it.
For Nyad.
Lily Gladstone, for Killers of the Flower Moon, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall, and Emma Stone for Poor Things, and Emma Stone won, and she looked so shocked, and it was such a good moment when she she like you can see her proper take a breath in when they say her name. She like proper didn't realise, which is cool.
Obviously, a lot of backlash for that result.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that Lily Gladstone should have won. I wouldn't have said so. I was happy with Emma Stone winning.
You saw Killers of the Flower Moon, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
when
it's
I
good.
saw it, it's a very understated role from Lily Gladstone. It's very nuanced and quite subtle, which is good. But I just thought she spent a lot of the film, obviously very, very ill, her character, and she was quite bedbound. And I suppose, again, there's kind of a running theme with the nominees for Best Actor, Actress, etc., is that you need to be bedbound. We said this when we talked about Olivia Colman's win. You've got to be
ill.
You've got to look terrible on screen and just really
look like a bag of shit. Usually you win. Yeah.
You've got to be prepared to go through the war, I guess. But it is what it is. I suppose. I didn't really mind who won that category. I kind of would have liked to see Sandra Hüller win, actually, just because I think she's been such a prominent figure in this year's
2 films,
awards.
wasn't it? Yeah, like I think it's.
And considering I've only seen her in 2 films and never had heard of her name before this, and she's properly made an impression. So,
and she's properly good in Anatomy of a Fall. We were saying, I think we said it before the podcast, before we started recording, that we were speaking about how the adapted screenplay, original screenplay, Best Picture are sort of a bit mixed, where they sort of overlap with each other, don't they? And you said how adapted and original are sort of just like secondaries to Best Picture. And obviously Anatomy of a Fall won original screenplay.
Yeah, that was absolutely. If anything else won, I would have been upset, I think.
Yeah, I think we said this, like, out of the Best Picture nominees, I mean, might as well say it now, the best film of the night was Oppenheimer, but then going through that list, I think I would have chosen Anatomy of a Fall as the second best one.
Yeah.
Should we do actor? His good old Cillian Murphy one?
Yep.
Obvious.
Yeah, of course. There wasn't really any doubt about that one, was there?
He looked chuffed, didn't he?
He did. I really like Cillian Murphy. I know
he's quite understated. But
people need to get off his back, I think. There's a lot of TikToks saying, I wonder if he's going to actually show some emotion. I'm like, leave the guy be.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's an actor. What are you talking about? He can do whatever he wants.
He's just Irish, isn't he? Like...
I think he's lovely. I'd love to meet him. I imagine it'd be quite a difficult interview, but I don't know.
He seems like it's. Well, there's been.
I know he's friendly. I know he's friendly. I just think he's quite reserved, which is totally fine. There's a lot of actors like that. Like Joaquin Phoenix, I think would be similar. Probably Barry Keoghan as well, actually.
I'm glad he won. I'm very glad he won. He deserved it. Once again, he was getting all a bit. In the clip of him getting his Oscar engraved backstage, he was getting all upset, and then he seemed happy now because he was interviewed by Radio 2.
Oh, and he was delighted,
like, so chuffed with himself. Like.
Bless him. I'll have to watch those clips. I remember seeing on TikTok like him throughout the whole awards season, and then him after winning the Oscar. It's so transformative. Yeah. Oppenheimer won 7 awards overall, didn't they?
Yeah, 7 awards.
Christopher Nolan, Best Director.
Yeah, good.
It was definitely his time. I mean, how you can direct things like Inception, Interstellar, the Dark Knight trilogy, and not have gotten Best Director yet is kind of insane.
I think that's very much a legacy award, isn't it? It's right. I mean, Oppenheimer's great and he deserves it for it, but it's very much right. You've done all these films; these are all great. It's the same way like DiCaprio got it for The Reverend. Like it's just.
The more I think about Oppenheimer, the more I think it shouldn't work, and the fact that I not only regard it as one of the best films of the year, but one of the best films in his filmography as well is superbly, like, just incredibly impressive, I would say, because there's no action scene in Oppenheimer. Not that I said this last week. Not that I need an action scene to be satisfied by a film.
To engage with audiences. I'd say you usually do. Like,
and it's obvious it's an extended courtroom procedure. Just it's all highbrow, highly intellectual topics and things about ramifications of a bomb that's beyond comprehension for most people, and the fact that it is exhilarating and it's mostly just close-ups in IMAX of someone's face, like someone's grizzled, dirty face, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's
and then you've got
insane,
like close-ups of atoms and stuff like that. You're right, it shouldn't work, and I think it's quite grounded because a lot of his films are quite not fantastical, but obviously you've got 3 comic book movies. you've got The Prestige, which is obviously sort of about magic, and obviously it's based on Tesla and stuff, but it's got like a sort of like a weird sort of element to it. And then you've got Inception, and then
Tenet,
and then you've got what's the space one?
Interstellar.
They're all quite ethereal almost, and sort of a bit out there. Whereas this is really grounded, isn't it? It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's all sciencey. It's all.
I think I prefer it to Dunkirk as well.
Yeah.
I watched Dunkirk in lockdown, I want to say. Maybe I'm due a rewatch. Maybe it didn't have my full attention, but I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan. I don't remember much of it, so I need to go back and see that again. But I remember that's regarded as one of his best, isn't it?
That could be a good one. Now he's won. Down the line, we'll do a podcast episode where we watch a couple each.
Both watch it's only his first 3 films that I've not seen, so we could do a full full retrospection of his career.
What's the other one that people always talk about? His first one.
Not his very first one, but Memento. Probably.
Memento, yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, yeah, that might be worth a go down the line. Have a little podcast episode on that.
Listeners, let us know if you want to hear that. If you want to send in your thoughts about Christopher Nolan, what your favourite film of his is. I'm expecting to see a lot of The Dark Knights, maybe a few Interstellars, Inceptions, yeah. I feel like Inception has somehow maybe seeped into the background of his career, which is kind of insane, because when I think of movies, I think of Inception almost immediately as one of the defining, kind of mad. But it goes to show how bombastic his filmography is, yeah. We touched on it earlier, but Anatomy of a Fall got Best Original Screenplay. Very well deserved.
Yeah, super well deserved.
I thought, just razor sharp script in that film, and properly keeps you engaged for the whole time. It's about a 2.5 hour film, isn't it? It does not feel like it at all.
I'd love to watch it again. And then all the TikTok not thirst trap, what are they called? Like edits where they do the sexy edits. Like when Indiana Jones came out and they did one of Nazi Mads Mikkelsen, and the people were doing like fan cams.
Oh my goodness, I remember that. And there's one where Toby Jones's character.
Yeah, in the back.
Oh, no, who is it that gets hit by? No, it is Mads Mikkelsen's character that gets hit by.
It goes with the music, the edit. Yeah, we'll post that. Let's find that and post that. That's really good.
I saw a Wonka edit as well that did a similar thing. I don't know if I sent it to you, but he gets bonked by the saucepan, and that's when the edit starts. He goes like, "Ow!" It's so goofy.
I have saved that. I'm gonna find it.
Play it on the podcast. I don't know if we're gonna get copyrighted for the music. But...
Anyway, there's loads of edits of, is it Arlen Swan, the guy from that, of him at the Oscars dancing at the after party and stuff, and that's great to see. And then adapted screenplay, American Fiction. We said, I was a little bit shocked by this, but you predicted this one, Adam, didn't you?
Yeah. So American Fiction, I think I still enjoy it a bit more than most reviewers have enjoyed it, but yeah, I just enjoyed it. It was good, fun. It was self-aware. Ironically, if you've seen the film, it's quite funny that it's won, because it's kind of like the Oscars.
A commentary on it a bit, right?
Yeah, haven't taken it on really, because it's all saying like you shouldn't champion, you shouldn't just give out, I suppose, freebies to artists of colour and things just because, just for the sake of it, just a box check. And you shouldn't expect it to be particularly stereotypical. Whereas American Fiction has a lot of nuance, obviously. It splits itself in two, on one half giving a very raw, and I thought your reception to this film will weigh on how much you like the drama aspect of that film, because it wasn't marketed on it, and it actually is probably 2/3 of the actual narrative, and I thought it worked very well, and I thought it was very emotional. It touches on dementia, it touches, like, spoiler warning for American Fiction, skip forward 15 seconds, but his sister dies just suddenly, and I probably was like, whoa, how did that happen? And it's a really, really depressing funeral scene, and it made me sad. But I really like that film. And I think, considering it's from a book, I think you can trace more easily, this was what I was saying for adapted screenplay, you can trace it coming from a book more than perhaps the other ones.
Which is why potentially it got adapted, yeah. So like that's the same with like, how is Barbie on adapted? Because it's adapted from a brand.
IP,
yeah. Very odd.
Yeah, strange.
While we're here, we'll just mention, because we can do a group lump them. Obviously, Poor Thing also got production design, makeup, and costume, which is insane for it to win all three. I didn't think it would. I thought Barbie would have got one of those at least.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's weird that Barbie's been such a heavy hitter in terms of, like, it won the box office. Everyone knows that, and it arguably reignited cinema if it hadn't already.
And I think, I know it's a joke, but I think what Gosling says in his little speech about Oppenheimer riding Barbie's coattails is kind of true.
Yeah,
I think if it hadn't had the whole Barbenheimer thing, plenty of people who saw Barbie wouldn't have seen Oppenheimer. But absolutely. I don't think it'd be the other way around. So I think it definitely did gain traction from Barbenheimer. And yeah, Barbie literally got one Oscar.
I was thinking about Barbenheimer a lot, obviously, with the Oscars mentioning it again. It's sort of something that we've sort of moved on from now. There's obviously not any content online about it as much anymore. I really am going to miss it. I'm properly nostalgic for that a couple months time. Like, I was doing TikToks around it. I was doing, like, any content I put out, like radio show or any sort of silly Snapchat story I made. It was just, I like how I call my Snapchat story content, like my unfiltered Snapchat story. Anyway, yeah, I was just properly entrenched in it, and I loved it. And I can imagine, like, I can think back to the day I first did Barbenheimer, who I saw that day. You know, the timings.
The cinema was.
It was just full. Like, each screening, there was you couldn't move, and it was like that for literally
weeks.
2 months after. Crazy.
Yeah, kind of mad. I think one thing that I'm dreading is now they are going to fake do that with putting films on the same. I think there's already one this year where they have put them on the same day. Yeah,
I'm sure it's probably happened before. It's just that those two films were great.
So
like, they were both good quality,
aren't they? Yeah,
yeah, and they were high profile releases.
Yeah, Mamma Mia 1 and The Dark Knight came out on the same day. That was the one that I've seen in the past.
I reckon if you really worked hard, you could probably find another one. You know, and like a few coming out this year. But I
just feel like that's not going to work again. That was just an in the moment thing.
I don't want it not to happen again, but it won't probably be to the same level. But it's annoying because I love that. I just love that people that weren't even, let alone if they weren't interested in those films, they may not have even been interested in the cinema. But that was a day out for people, like just groups of people going along with their mates and seeing it.
Yeah, great.
It was lovely. We had similar things with the Gentle Minions for Rise of Gru.
Yeah, it's a similar vibe though, isn't it? Making it an event rather than it just being, I'm going to the cinema. You had people showing up and totally, it was kids being tits for that, but like turning up in their suits.
I think to a certain extent, this is why we need superhero films, because, and we'll get onto Marvel later on.
Yeah, what a good segue, Adam.
Right, well, yeah, no, we'll talk Marvel now, why not? This is why we need superhero films, because it encourages people to have a bit of fun with the cinema.
Yeah.
And while it's absolutely imperative that we have these artsy films, these low-budget indie flicks, whatever it may be, and then these high-budget, Oscar bait.
Yeah, crazy,
just mind-blowing sequences, things like that. But superhero films, there can be. Yeah, they're a little bit, you can have ones that are totally just for kids. You can have ones that are very... you can look at Nolan's Batman films and be like, or the recent Matt Reeves Batman, which is the sequel's been delayed. You told me about
a whole year.
Yeah,
2026, November 2026. That is a long time.
How old will I be then? I'm turning 21 this year. Turning 22. I'll be 23 by the time that film comes out.
I will be. What are we in? 2024.
Yeah.
2025. So it's now. So I'll be 27.
Arguably too old to be seeing films like that, Alfie.
Yeah, can't be going to watch comic book movies when you're 27, can you?
Got to be going to work and doing things like that, Alfie.
27.
God, that's heartbreaking.
Oof, that's a horror.
Do you want to take a break, mate?
Yeah. Let's take a break, guys.
As I was saying, the reason why we need superhero films is because it gives people an excuse to go to the cinema, have fun, dress up. It happened with Across the Spider-Verse. I don't think they did a midnight showing, but they did one the night before release. It was like maybe a 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock screening. And I had my Spider-Man hoodie. I brought my Edith glasses along with me. And most people there most people had either a Marvel t-shirt on or were fully dressed as Spider-Man. Cool. And it was just... you don't get that for any other film, unless like a film like I think Mamma Mia people sometimes dress up for Barbie. You know, if it's a musical, perhaps. Or
Yeah,
think of another
I mean,
example.
I've been to. I know it's not a new film, but I've been to showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and people always turn up in like full, like fishnet tights and tight little like leather tops and stuff, like to
It's
fit in
great,
with the
yeah.
film. Like, yeah, it becomes like an event, doesn't it?
It's like with Mission Impossible. Now I've got my hoodie. I took
Yeah,
that.
you wear it. Yeah, exactly.
For the other 2 viewings I went to. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a Resident Evil jumper, and when I went and saw the Resident Evil film, I wore that. Like,
you've got to get your uniform on. You know.
yeah,
So
part of the job.
Yeah, they don't let you in otherwise.
No.
So we're going to play a game. The games are back. They've been a little bit up and down in recent weeks, but we're going to try and bring them back more frequently.
There really is no structure to this podcast. But with our...
listeners won't have noticed that.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Caine's Corner later. Do not worry.
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
going to
dropping that.
Caine's Corner. We're going to go to our A-list star and our impression repertoire. And we're even bringing back the little cabinet of curiosities this week.
So don't worry, guys. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But for now, a game. We're going to go through and try and list all 33 films in the MCU.
And 12 TV shows.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and do the films, and you're going to try and do the TV shows, right?
Yeah, I'd say Adam's got the harder job here because there is significantly more. But
So for context, we went to a quiz last November,
we did.
which was hosted by another podcast that we love called Pulp Kitchen. James and George.
Shout out.
Big love. And one of the questions in that quiz was name all the MCU films, and we got it wrong by one because we miscounted
Thor.
the Thor films.
Yeah.
So we're not going to
Partially
make...
my fault, I won't lie. Because I said, there's 3 Thor films. And that was it. We put it down and we didn't even think about it.
Yeah, completely forgot about Love and Thunder.
Understandably.
Yeah. So I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm going to start now. If you keep count for me, I'm going to go through. If I need any help, I'll call you in, all right?
Okay.
So, Thor 4 films. What a horrible sentence to say.
Yeah, right.
4 Thor films. There we go. Okay. 3 Iron Man films. 3 Captain America films. 3 Ant-Man films. So I'm making headway already. There's 3 Guardians of the Galaxy films. I'm trying to think if there's any other trilogy of films. I don't think there is there? I think that's okay. Now I'm going to try and go through the phases. So there's 4 Avengers films. And then that should be everything covered for the for phase 1 and phase 2, I believe. Doctor Strange, there's 2 films. Spider-Man, 3 films, sorry. Do play along at home, listeners.
Spider-Man.
Can the Spider-Man come out to play?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
Captain Marvel, 2 films.
God, yeah, there is. No.
Where am I at? 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 20, 22, 25, 26, 27. Oh gosh, okay. Let's go through. What am I missing? I've got, I think, all of phase 2. Phase 3 there. Oh, Black Panther, there's 2 of them.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
So you've only got 4 more.
Black Panther.
I'm struggling though. Even I can't think. Even I can't. 4 more.
We've got all the main ones, have we not? Phase 1 we've covered. Phase 2 I've covered. Phase 3. They had Ragnarok, Homecoming, Black Panther. Oh, okay. The Eternals. That's one that was going to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
The
I can think of the other
Eternals.
2 more as well.
2 more from like the last couple years. Okay. Oh my goodness. You'd think recency it'd be okay, wouldn't it? The last 3 were all sequels, weren't they? They were all part of a trilogy. Are they all one-offs?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I'm gutted I missed that. I like Shang-Chi quite a bit. Shang-Chi. Black Widow.
Yeah.
Where am I at? Am I missing
I've got
one?
31, but I think we've got our numbers wrong.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Let me rattle through.
13,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've thought of one. Another one.
16.
Missed off completely.
Don't tell me. 16, 20, 22, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we're missing 2.
From what?
If the count is right, if Google's right. Missed one completely. Is it again another...
It's another
singular
one off.
I'm guessing post-lockdown.
Right at the beginning. It's such an...
Oh, the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is that in there? Yeah, that's bullshit.
damn. So one more.
I think you've got more, mate. I think Google's just wrong, I won't lie. Let me run through them. Black Panther 2.
Oh, I didn't count 2 Black Panthers. That's what... Okay,
There we
that's
go.
what I did.
Perfect. You did that, mate. Well done. Bloody hell.
The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow. There you go.
Look at that. Smash them, mate. Easy. You're a big Marvel fanboy. You love it. You love Kevin Feige.
I've got a poster of him on my ceiling. Literally yesterday, I bought the Moon Knight Funko Pop.
Yeah, you've been looking
I've
for that
been
one,
wanting
haven't
this
you?
for
Yeah.
2 years. So I
Have you
finally
got the figure yet? The Lego figure?
No,
Oh, dude. Come on.
I need it.
It's like a tenner on Amazon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just go do it. Buy yourself it.
Yeah. Then I've got the whole of that series 2. I wish I'd got more of the series 1. I only got, I think, Loki, Winter Soldier, White Vision, I think.
I got most of them. I think the only one I didn't get... No, I think I got all of them. But I was in my Marvel era then, so that's why I got them.
Yeah. My
Um,
love has...
diminished. We'll speak about this in a moment, but...
Should we do the TV shows and then we'll go to Caine's Corner?
Yeah, sounds good. TV shows. WandaVision. Loki 1, Loki 2. Secret Invasion.
Gosh, well done.
What If?
Yep.
Is What If Season 2 out? Do we count that?
Yeah.
Echo.
Yep.
Should have done this order. Hawkeye. Captain America.
Yeah, good.
Ms. Marvel. Is that what it's called? Ms.
Yeah,
Marvel?
yeah.
One more. Damn, can you think
I
of
got
it?
10. I think we're missing 2.
Oh, okay.
Did you say She-Hulk?
No, She-Hulk.
And then what else?
One more.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, of
Okay.
course.
And then also plus the Wolf one, which isn't.
Oh
a
yeah,
show.
yeah, and the Guardians one as well,
Guardians Christmas special,
which I love.
and-
I like that Guardians one a lot.
Yeah. And then what's coming out? We'll talk about this in a moment, but we've got Agatha House of Harkness coming out soon. Right.
Yeah,
Should we
we'll
talk
see
about
that.
Marvel? Let's chat
Yes.
about. Won't do very long, but this Oscar chat took up a
Are
long
we keeping
time.
the listeners waiting for Caine's Corner?
Oh no, let's. And now, let's go to Caine's Corner.
Good morning, Alfie. How are you doing?
I'm all good, thank you, Michael. Thank you for coming in today.
What? Why are you laughing at me? What have I done?
You just sounded a little sort of a little taken back by in that first bit there.
Well. To be honest,
Missing Adam, are you?
to be honest, yeah. I can't believe he's missed it again.
Yeah.
Has he got absolutely? Has he got no respect for me, Mr. Michael Caine?
No. He's had to nip off to Nerve Radio. He's a big head boy over there, so he had to run over, and I think he's got to help some
You know what I think?
idiot with the studio.
You know what I think? I think he sounds like an absolute twat. I think he
reckon?
comes up with ideas not to be here.
I mean, I won't voice my opinions, but yeah, you might be right there. Michael.
Just as it's us two, what do we really think of that? Of that little div.
Div. That's a nice word from you there, Michael.
Yeah, thanks.
You going to read us a passage from your book again this week?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's why I come on this show. Yeah.
Yeah, just nip in, don't you?
so-
Fly in from East London.
I'm just gonna go and get up my book. It's called blowing the bloody doors off. I wrote it in 2018, but you'll know that. I'm just recapping for Alfie.
I won't lie, Michael. You're sounding more like James Acaster today.
Like go.
James Acaster, whatever his name is. Acaster?
So
Yeah.
today.
Wow, Michael, that's a really good impression.
Yeah, I dabble in
You
some.
spoke last week about your impressions, didn't you?
I do. But I always think that it's best not to do impressions because it takes your integrity away, which is why I'd never, ever, ever, ever do them. If you ever catch me doing an impression, I failed you. I have failed you, Master Bruce. Anyway, enough silly business.
Yeah.
Time for a little passage from my book. But I never set out to be rich and famous. Quite the opposite. Knowing I would never be a star, I just set out to enjoy myself and be the best actor I possibly could become in my own small world. Not a star, not richer or more famous than anyone else, just the best that I could be. If rewards came, that would be wonderful. But I wasn't doing it for that. I loved it. It was fun, and it was better than working in a factory. Forget rich and famous. It's not a career. It is, for the tiny number of people who ever achieve it, the miraculous result of a lot of hard work combined with tremendous good luck. For very many people, it doesn't even turn out to be all it's cracked up to be. It's not something that I aim for. Thank you very much.
It's really inspirational there, Michael. I love it.
People do call me Michael. Inspirational Caine.
They do, yeah. Thank you for picking a really apt topic as well. Obviously, with the Oscars happening. Do you have any Oscars, Michael?
I'm sure I won for my work in Going in Style with Morgan Freeman and Alan Arkin.
Not what I see here, I won't lie, but...
Listen, mate, I'm getting old. Cut me some bloody slack, you little whippersnapper.
Do you want me to... What I can see here is that you got Best Supporting Actor for Hannah and Her Sisters and The Cider House Rules.
Best shags I've ever had. What was the other side? Yeah, also great. They pour a great pint. Too much head, though. Too much head. Right. Anyway, I've got to go and do some serious acting. Right. Enough of this fanning about.
Cheers, Michael.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
All good over nerve, Adam? Everything all right?
Oh, mate, don't get me started, honestly. Some of those blokes over there, honestly.
Whippersnappers, eh? Anyway, Michael popped by. I read another extract from his book, but...
Oh, Michael... What do you mean?
Michael.
Well, you don't mean Michael Caine again?
Michael Barrymore, like last week.
Barrymore as well?
Yeah, again. Same as last week. I can't think of any other Michaels, can you?
Michael Douglas. Don't tell me Michael Douglas was here.
No, Michael Caine.
Okay. Well, why did you not call me or something? I was over there wasting time trying to, get a bit of order over some silly, very, very silly radio presenters.
Oh, well, he said he'd be back next week.
You're telling me there was an A-list star in this studio, an actual bit of talent on this podcast for once, and you don't tell me?
Offended. No, yeah. He's fine. He said he'd be back next week. He only read a little extract. Spoke about all the awards he's won.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and how he doesn't do it for the awards. He does it for the art of acting.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's what we do with this podcast.
Yeah.
We don't
do it for the awards
or the ratings or the viewership or the money or the.
We do it because we love film
and podcasting in equal measures.
Yeah, equal measures. So we're going to touch on some MCU stuff now, only a little bit, sort of take up the next 15 minutes, I think. That'll be fine.
So, phase one. Phase one, I think, people look back with rose-tinted glasses on the MCU.
I think so.
And not so much me, because I am
don't need glasses.
Yeah, I don't need glasses. And if I did have glasses, I'd certainly get just, ones that
I wouldn't
tint the room.
Rose-tinted ones.
Blue, maybe, but no. We give it perhaps maybe a little too much leeway, I think. I mean, the Hulk, come on. Yeah, I think the first Iron Man, though, that really does hold up. I quite like Captain America, the First Avenger. It's quite campy compared to where we are.
Super campy. It's super, like, pro-America as well. It's really, like, over the top.
Very good origin story, though. It's kind of by the numbers, but it's just what you need.
It works, doesn't it? Yeah, totally.
Great cast. Toby Jones in there.
Yeah, of course. Our biggest love of our life.
So Toby, TJ.
I think it's directed by, is it Joe Johnston? It is, yep. It's by Joe Johnston, who did Jurassic Park 3, Jumanji. Kind of mad, actually.
Not the best filmography there,
No, right? I actually really like Jurassic Park 3. I think it's really
it's overhated.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. I don't know if we
Do
said
you?
that on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I would not put that high up on my list. But then
We'll have to talk Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
in detail. I don't think we've done that on the podcast yet, have
No,
we?
we're big JP fans.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little episode.
Sure.
And then Phase 2. I think Phase 2's a bit...
Phase 2 is where I think it begins to hit its stride. So we've got Winter Soldier, Iron Man 2, which I like. I will defend Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3, on the other hand, I think is rubbish. And I think that's the opposite to what people say. I think Iron Man 3 is the one that people favour a bit more.
Iron Man 2 is in Phase 2. In Phase 1, sorry.
Sorry, oh my goodness.
So first film in Phase 2 is Iron Man 3.
There's 2 Iron Mans.
So, I mean, mate, the first 2 films, Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World. Then we got Captain America: Winter Soldier, which is a great film.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I really like Age of Ultron personally.
Same.
Ant-Man 1.
In retrospect, I always say I love the character of Ant-Man, and I have a soft spot for those films. Really, I don't think I do. I love Paul Rudd. I love Ant-Man. I think he's great in Civil War. He's great in Endgame. But in his own standalone films, I just don't think they work that well. I think the first Ant-Man film was so quaint in comparison. Quantumania was just...
It's insane.
It's a mess. And then the second film, I think, is boring. Nice settings, nice ideas, but it's too quaint. Just because he's a small character, he's actually got a big amount of potential, so I don't know why they don't do more with him, but...
I mean, he's an original member of the Avengers, isn't he? I think
the Wasp certainly
is. Yeah, like it's interesting because he's such a. The MCU have painted him as a really tiny character with no significance almost until Quantumania, where he literally faces off against Caine, which is insane. But I mean, they're not doing anything with that now anyway, are they?
No.
They literally killed him off because he's gone to prison. I think Phase 3 is where it hits its peak, Adam. I think we both know that. We've got Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, one of the top 5, if not top 3, best films in the MCU.
So good. Doctor Strange, the first one. I think it's great. I love the first Doctor Strange.
Fair. I'm not a huge fan of it, but
I'm a big fan of Doctor
fair enough.
Strange. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Admittedly, I'm not a fan. I don't like Volume 2. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Decent first Spider-Man film.
Yep.
Thor: Ragnarok. Oh,
yeah.
That is the one that I go back and watch. I think Thor: Ragnarok is great.
People now say it's cringy. I'm sorry, you can't say that.
No.
Love and Thunder, say what you will.
Yeah.
But Ragnarok, I think, still hits.
I think the jokes land.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem with Taika.
Having
as well.
Jeff Goldblum there, just everything about that.
Taika is, we've said this on a previous episode, but some of his films are so good. Ragnarok is great. Jojo Rabbit is great. What else is great? There's another one I really like as well. And then obviously he's done Thor: Love and Thunder, and then he did another one recently, which are both like. It's really interesting to see where he goes. I don't know if he's still doing his Star Wars film. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yep.
Sound film.
I like it. Overrated.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Always good fun to watch. Yeah.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Best film.
Yeah,
Best film.
It is the best film. Ant-Man and the Wasp. We just said about that a bit. Captain Marvel. I think I love the de-aged Samuel Jackson in the 90s section of that film.
And I've seen. I think it's correct to say that I've seen every film twice, if not more, in the MCU. And when I did a rewatch of it again in lockdown, I was kind of not looking forward to seeing Captain Marvel again. But I thought it worked well.
I think the stuff where
funny.
they're just investigating normally, with the de-aged Samuel Jackson.
I love the Skrulls as well.
Yeah,
I did love the Skrulls before Secret Invasion.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute. And then Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah. Again, I really like that film, but Jake Gyllenhaal I'm a big fan of. So.
Yeah. We've also got Phase 4, which is the start of the multiverse saga. This is where I think it goes downhill.
Yeah. So, of course, we had COVID. Give them some leeway for that, I suppose.
Yeah, so Black Widow, that released during COVID on Disney+, didn't that?
It was in the cinema as well.
Was it in the cinema?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Black Widow...
It released day and date, though, didn't it? I think it was on Disney+ at the same time it was in the cinema.
Right.
Yeah.
You had to pay extra for it, though, yeah. Black Widow, I enjoy. Too late. It should have come out 5-6 years before,
weird.
but I do enjoy that film. Introduces Florence Pugh to the MCU, and It was love at first sight for me. So.
And then we have Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I think this is great. Really underrated.
The problem for me with that one is that I don't like Simu Liu. I don't like him.
There are some.
There's a lot of stuff about him. I don't
Reviews,
like him.
Yeah.
But the film as a whole is very good. I don't like Awkwafina either, but she's actually bearable in this film.
Yeah.
Bringing Ben Kingsley back though is the best thing that film did. As
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Yeah.
what's his face? The guy from the Ten Rings. Like,
Yeah.
bringing him back as. That's the best bit about that film. It's so good. I'm glad they did it to like iron out that crease of him being in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, the villain in that Wenwu is one of the best MCU villains as well.
Yeah.
I was absolutely gutted when they killed him off at the end. I was like, no, that is such an excellent character.
Every franchise does that, don't they? Why do they kill off villains?
He was so charismatic.
Yeah.
And I just like really sympathetic as well, and a badass. I think he's a really big actor in China, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Can't remember his
Super
name.
big.
But
That might have been part of his deal. He might
was
have
it
been like
Tony something? Tony.
Yeah. It might have been like, I'll only do this if you kill me off, to be honest.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to star in it again. But
I don't blame him. It's a lot of work doing an MCU film. There's a lot of production and marketing, isn't there? So.
And then we got The Eternals.
Yeah, saw this film twice in a week, and I couldn't think of anything.
That's insane, Adam.
Yeah,
Why?
So I went the first time.
Is it like False Hope? I think you saw it. Did you watch it with me? With like, there was a group of us.
No,
okay.
because that would have been my third time. I said, "Look, guys, I want to spend time with you. I do.
But I ain't
Love
seeing
you,
that.
love you guys, but I can't."
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. At the time, I think the first viewing I saw, it just feels like a bit of a fever dream. I don't remember it, and no one talked about it really.
No.
We were just sort of bamboozled by it. That was the first film I think where people were really like, "What is this?"
Kind of mad, isn't it? Because it was
It doesn't fit.
directed by, is it Chloe
Zhao, yeah, I think.
And like, isn't she an Oscar winner?
Yeah.
And
For Nomadland?
Yeah, and
We are taking stabs in the dark now,
Yeah.
listeners.
oh, there's that. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, people
Pretty sure it's
were
Nomadland.
excited, weren't they? Yeah, it is Nomadland.
Yeah.
Well done. People were excited for that film, and it's just, oh, what a damp. Also insane, there's literally a huge god poking out the top of the earth in the MCU for the past 5 years, and they've never addressed it.
Writers have also said this. Like, they've addressed it in tweets saying, well, actually, the MCU is a pretty crazy world, so yeah, some things just wouldn't be discussed.
I think a god
I
popping out
think
of your
that
planet
would be discussed.
Yeah.
The fact that the Earth is an egg for a giant, I
Yeah.
think that is a pretty... I don't think anyone else should be talking about anything else.
I think it's like Thanos killing half the world, and
Then that,
the two
yeah.
things. Like,
Yeah.
if not, that might go above that. Like, how is there a
Yeah.
giant, like an eldritch god inside of the earth, and they've not addressed it once?
It's kind of insane.
This is my
I think
problem.
The Eternals were
it's so inconsistent.
It's too big. It's like they tried to go for a sort of... Chloe Zhao, I respect as a director. I think you actually look at it, it's very beautiful to look at. It feels very holistic for what and ethereal, and I think that's what she was going for. But it's too much. It's too far removed. I think a similar, I'd say almost the opposite linked problem with Quantumania is that Quantumania is too far removed. It's just they've gone the opposite scale.
Yeah.
And it's so incomprehensible.
Is it as well like they're gods? They're literally gods. Like, so how are they in the same universe as all of this? I get the whole.
And it discredits everything.
We
the fact
don't
that they've
interfere with men.
they've helped humanity evolve, and you're like, oh, you've just given humanity technology. Then, so does that discredit Tony Stark? Does that discredit Shuri? It does, really. So it's
how do
all
they
a
not
bit-
interfere? I mean, they mention it in the film, but why don't they interfere with Thanos?
There's no, it's just
There's
it's
no valid
bad.
reason.
Yeah,
It's just
I
bad.
wish they hadn't brought those characters in, and I think they'll have to come back at one point because you can't ignore it now. But I wish that wasn't a part of the MCU. I wish that. Again, I worry for the X-Men coming in because I think there may be a similar issue with that. Same with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I just think
too
it's
much.
unless you just restarted it and did X-Men
it.
films from now on.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's the only way. But I think you can't pile everything on. It
Especially
gets to the point
this
where
late.
it's too much.
We're now 33 films and 15 TV shows deep.
Yeah. Now with
How
the
can
Netflix
you
stuff being
now?
tied in.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we? Daredevil is now part. Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage are now part of it. They've said that.
Mhm.
How, at this point, do you now bring in Fantastic Four and the X-Men and the Eternals?
And I worry as well, I've just thought of this now, it's an obvious point to make, but with all those things, that's now homework to do. You're not ever going to grow your audience anymore. What you've got now, all you're going to do is thin it out.
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of looking at a sort of, a graph that, like a lemon, that, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Endgame is that dead middle, isn't it? And now and you've got Deadpool this year with Wolverine, and that's now part of it. And I get that that's kind of a separate thing, but it's definitely not. It's definitely part of it.
I suppose the only way they keep me engaged now, I think, is there anything you want to discuss in Phase 4? I can't remember where the split off is.
You've got Eternals, No Way Home. No Way Home is great.
Yeah, weaker on a rewatch, but
yeah, I was going to say I think I saw that at cinema 3-4 times, and I think I watched it the other
burnt
day.
myself out,
and it doesn't hold up as much.
It's great fun, well acted, well executed, and all that.
Multiverse of Madness, Sam Raimi. I think that's better on a rewatch.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I've only watched it once actually.
No, I rewatched it the other couple of months ago now.
Okay.
I think that's better on a rewatch. Now you know what you're expecting. For Love and Thunder, he said about that. It's dreadful. It's not good.
I saw it. I was really excited for it because I do like Taika Waititi, and I love Thor Ragnarok, as we said. I was like, this is...
I left the cinema like, yeah, this is good.
I thought the trailers as well. Trailers sold me. I was like, this looks great. Having Christian Bale
as a villain in it.
I do think he works as the villain. I think he's good.
He's not in it enough, but he's good, yeah.
He's just like, he's cool to watch. I would like to see, again, killed him off, but I would have liked to see him more.
It shocks me that they don't keep these villains on, because the villains that they've kept on, Thanos, Loki, and even kind of the Raimi villains from the original that they brought in, they're villains that have stuck about for a bit, and so that's why people like them, and that's why they're good. So why haven't they gone, oh, maybe we'll keep Christian Bale about, we won't kill him, we'll send him off to a different dimension and then bring him back? Like,
it's also like, I was going to say maybe it's an issue about contracts, but then they can do it for all the heroes for several films. So just bring back a villain for 2 or 3 films.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be for 10,
it doesn't need to be
10
Thanos,
films.
like, 20
they don't need
films,
to, it doesn't need to be Tom Hiddleston Loki level, but
yeah, just bring him back.
Just for a couple films, like for a trilogy or something,
Yeah.
This is an idea I'd have for fixing it a little bit, is if you tried to, you could still have it connect, but I would say don't make it as integral anymore. Because Phase 1, 2, 3, you did need to watch it. But it was a lot, but it was enough.
Yeah, it was 12 films, wasn't it? It was manageable.
Yeah.
You could, I remember going to my dad.
That was exciting.
Before Infinity War, there's like 15 films here. Let's sit down and watch them all, and then you can go to cinema and watch Infinity War. If I told him to do that now, how can I go, you've got 33 films and 15 TV shows, plus the Daredevils. So, 33 films and 20 TV shows.
Even out all the X-Men films, because they've brought in recurring actors.
Yeah.
It's
and the
too much.
And the 2 Deadpools.
Yeah.
It's just... Yeah.
It's crazy.
Crazy. And then the final one on that Phase 4 is Black Panther, which I think was good, but way too long. I remember being sat in the cinema being like, my God, is this still going?
Yeah, I really needed the toilet as well.
Yeah.
Terrible film to need the toilet in because there's so much water.
I remember getting to the bit where Namor attacks Wakanda and being like, oh, this is the end. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's half hour left. Like, that went on and on and on.
And then we've got, Phase 4 was Quantum Mania, the Marvels. And
then we've got Phase 4, which
Guardians
is
of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I thought was very
Marvels. Good. And then this year we have Deadpool.
Yep.
And then next year we have Captain America Brave New World. Bad title. That's the new title for it. The old title. New World Order was way better.
Yeah.
Brave New World.
That sounds like a... Remember that...
horrible.
Remember that Pixar... No, it wasn't Pixar. It was a Disney film that came out. And it was just flew under the radar, and people didn't really like it.
Yeah, the one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Strange Worlds. It's like that.
Brave New World. That is a really bad title.
Yeah, it's cringy.
And then we've got Thunderbolts coming.
Thunderbolts, I think, could be quite cool. It's got a good cast. But
I think that's quite a good example. I know they're not villains, but that's quite a good example of bringing in a load of people that people have liked. That's Florence Pugh, David Harbour. Mate, you played Baron Zemo. That guy, Daniel something. Ghost from Ant-Man 2.
Is Taskmaster
and the guy from the Captain America TV show. That one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's those 6 people.
John Walker, is it?
And Harrison Ford is replacing...
can't remember his
God,
name.
no, the one who died.
But General Ross, yeah.
Who's Red Hulk, which is... See, what they do with that, that could be so cool. I know Harrison Ford is the most miserable actor. I mean, he's probably a bit more charismatic than De Niro, but they're pretty on par with each other. That could be cool.
I do worry, though, just listing these films, I'm like, that could... There's a slither of hope there, but are we not scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point?
So we've got Phase 6 is listed here. It's Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Blade.
Okay.
Which is...
I don't have any connection to Blade at all.
No, in Eternals, the end credit scene with Kit Harington.
Yeah.
That's linked to Blade.
Yeah.
So
you hear his voice.
Yeah,
don't you?
so you hear the guy who's playing Blade's voice, and that's linked to that.
Oscar-winning actor Mahershala Ali, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm there for that, I guess.
That's another one that's like an offshoot. It's about vampires. How are they fitting that in?
It is too much, and I don't know if it's me being overwhelmed by it, but I would like to know if there is anyone out there that can juggle all this. I can't imagine there's more than maybe 1,000 people in the world that's seen everything,
every single thing down to the right.
There's no who are they appealing to at that point?
Garden Galaxy Christmas special and the mini TV shows and the Netflix shows. Like,
it's mental.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I think that's the difficult thing. It's incomprehension. Yeah. That's the issue that they're facing, really, more than anything. Like, yeah, you can critique the MCU and all that stuff. It's bad writing, fundamentally. That's what it is. I think the actors and the people they've cast to play these characters are more than capable. I think that... Is it Tatiana Maslany that plays She-Hulk? Yeah. I thought she was great in the... I actually don't think She-Hulk's too bad. It does fall apart, absolutely, but when they break the fourth wall at the end, it's just... It's such a cop-out, but it is funny, so I'm like...
Yeah,
I'll kind of give you a pass. But there are some episodes in that are complete duds, but not because of Tatiana Maslany. I think she's great, and I really want to see... I don't know if they can, but if they can make She-Hulk more respected, which is kind of...
do that?
Kind of nigh on impossible. Same with Captain Marvel. There's just... They're not bad actresses, I don't think.
No, not at all.
I think Brie Larson can have a bit of an attitude, but...
Yeah.
I'm not... Yeah, it's not like I want to hate these films. It's just that it's too much. And Secret Invasion, really, this is probably a year and a half on from when other people stepped back. But Secret Invasion for me was like, hang on a minute.
This is dreadful.
It was like a joke.
Emilia Clarke curse, that is. She is Game of Thrones. She was...
I like Emilia Clarke a lot, but bless her.
What's she good in?
She needs a better agent.
She's not in anything... Everything she's in fails.
I like that Christmas film, but I know no one else does.
People don't like that, though. She was in a Terminator film as a young whoever in that. Failed that box office flop. This flopped. Game of Thrones seasons 6 to 8 flops.
Yeah.
Like,
need a new agent.
Is the wrong word, but wow, Star Wars Solo as Queer.
Yeah.
No, flopped. Like, she is in nothing good.
Oh, bless her.
Insane. How is she? She's literally a god in this new thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, with this power where she has the power of every Avenger or whatever. Like, what? Where are you fit? How have you got She? We're rambling as hell.
Yeah.
This podcast is so long.
Like the MCU.
How are you getting a universe where you've got these sort of staple Avengers characters, and then you're introducing Emilia Clarke, which has the power of every Avenger, making her like the most powerful person, and you've done that in a TV show. And then how are you bringing that into a film later down the line with Deadpool and Fantastic Four and X-Men and Eternals and...
You know what I think would be the best case scenario? I mean, best case... It's not going to happen, but best case scenario. Deadpool 3 is just balls to the wall. Deadpool, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds going through the MCU. Just shooting people. Like, you know the post-credits in the second Deadpool?
Yeah.
Where he's got the time watch. I want them to do that with the TVA, go through and just burn timelines off. Just clean slate, because there needs to be some direction. I think go and prune the timelines from the Netflix shows. There's no point, because you literally said at several points, no, this isn't. And I was like, well, maybe. You can't do that. It messes with the audience. Prune all that. I think just lay it to rest. You've got to just thin out the amount. You've got to thin off, shave off the fat, I think.
I think that would be a good entry point as well, because you could tell someone who hasn't watched the past TV shows, why don't you watch just watch Deadpool before you watch any of the next films, and you witness him, kill off the Eternals, push Tiamat back into the Earth egg, like, just have him do stupid stuff.
Get rid of the Eternal. I think going forward, keep the new Captain America, of course. Keep like a core team. I think I like Banner. I think Mark Ruffalo's always a joy to see as Hulk. Even as Professor Hulk, I think he's good fun. And he's still got his strength. They need to write him better. That's the only thing. Keep him around. Keep She-Hulk around. Captain Marvel can take or leave. You can easily write her out of stories. Just say she's busy. I don't think anyone will complain about that.
Well, I mean, she does that in Avengers, doesn't she? She goes, "Why didn't you help us? Oh, it was on another planet. Okay, fine, go away."
Hawkeye, I like him. He's getting old, so I don't mind if he retires.
Yeah, retire him
Kate
off.
Bishop, brilliant. Florence Pugh, keep her in as her character.
They've said Scarlet Witch is dead as well.
Okay.
They've said that because originally it was like, oh, she's not dead. They've said she's dead.
Yeah.
They've said that's it. So crazy.
Kind of mental, but okay. Yeah, she went out with a bit of a fizzle, didn't she?
Yeah, and then introduced Fantastic Four through time travel. Apparently, is what they're doing, isn't it? So
I think just have try and shave it down. You could just have a core team of Avengers. I guess bringing the X-Men. I think that's it's inevitable, isn't it? They are already doing it. I'm not excited for them really. I've never been an X-Men fan particularly, but they'll do it and it'll be whatever. But I just think it's too much. And I love Moon Knight. That is my one. I will die on this hill. I think Moon Knight is the best MCU show they've done. I don't think, bar Loki season 2. Loki season 2 was phenomenal.
But that's another one, isn't it?
But Moon Knight, I think if they
completely separate at the minute,
keep Moon Knight, just protects him.
his own little thing. Yeah,
Keep him. Maybe team him up with Werewolf by Night. Team him up with Blade. Why not?
I think they're doing that.
I hope so. That's the only way they can protect Moon Knight from
Midnight Brothers, something like that.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, yeah. That's Doctor Strange and Moon Knight and Blade.
I'd be
and
up for
all of
that.
Those kind of people.
I'd be up for that. Why not?
What we're saying is it's an absolute mess, and we're not really looking forward to anything, and it's a shame because those first films were really good.
Beautiful little bow there. We've just about got time for a couple games to finish off the episode. We're going to add 4 new actors to our impression repertoire. A-list stars on our impression repertoire. There we go.
There we go. We're going to add some actors to that just to finish the episode. We have been rambling for a long old time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to shave this down. I like the MCU. I'm going to have to shave this episode down.
Yeah, the hypocrisy on us moaning about the MCU rambling.
Right.
We're going to add
Robert Downey Jr.
And Emma Stone
Yeah.
to our big old list.
Yeah, so let's go for it. I think Robert Downey Jr., I guess you're not a huge fan of him.
No, I don't. He's all right. He's good at acting. He's great at acting.
Okay.
But his personality annoys me a bit. But where would you pop him on there? Who are you putting him below and above?
I think for the sake of this show and our personalities, he can't be above Richard E. Grant,
Yeah,
Michael
for sure.
Caine. It's
No
got to,
chance.
does Robert Downey Jr. have his own segment on this podcast? Does he have a corner? No. So, sorry, mate. He can have I don't know. He can have a Ferrari in the corner that he goes and sits in. I don't know, wherever he wants. I feel like he's mid-table at the moment with who we've got. Probably above Peter Serafinovich.
Yeah, I'd say above Peter Serafinovich, which makes him also above Christopher Walken and above Austin Butler, which is fair enough.
And Dakota Johnson. Yeah. I'm going to have to properly comb through these episodes, get the list together. I think he's mid-table. We'll stick him somewhere in the middle.
Good. Right.
We will make graphics of this, listeners, because I know this is getting convoluted.
Yeah.
Which is just as we intended. We wanted this to happen.
That's the whole point.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. She can go.
I think she's very good.
Yeah, she's just a good actor. There's nothing funny about her, really.
I think she's goofy.
Yeah, she's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
I want to go punch that baby.
That wasn't in the script. She just wanted to do
she
it.
just went and did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's very, very good. I don't think she's done any bad performance yet. So
No.
this may be the first sensible ranking on our
this
list.
is like an actual sensible one.
Yeah.
Let's say she goes.
I don't know how long do we want to keep the Ryan Gosling, the Richard E. Grant joke going. How long can we realistically keep him at the top?
Or as long as we keep
Okay,
it.
all right, okay.
Let's put Emma Stone just below Robert Downey Jr. There we go.
Below Robert Downey Jr.? Surely above.
No, yeah, okay, good point.
Above, yeah.
Above Robert Downey Jr. But that does make her below Richard E. Grant and below Michael Cera as Michael Caine.
Peter Serafinowicz. Yeah.
Michael Cera.
Peter Caine is Michael Serafinowicz.
Christ. Jesus.
Oh dear. And then finally, really into the dregs of this episode now.
I thought a morning episode would be concise. I thought we'd be fresh, woken up, some caffeine in us, go, hour and a half,
The
done.
issue is we're on autopilot for the first half hour, and now we're actually with it. We're
Yeah.
like, right, we should have started recording now.
Yeah. Maybe this is a good point not to do it super early.
Yeah, maybe 10:30 we should have started. Anyway,
All right.
we're going to add just one item today to the Cabinet of Curiosities, and that is a Jeff Goldblum mug.
A
that I
David
bought.
Dickinson mug. Adam is going to post a picture of this on our Instagram so you can all see it. He'll do that when he gets home. So
Yes,
people can...
okay.
It is phenomenal. It is this ugly Funko Pop style mug. Adam paid 20 quid for it.
It was £20 at full price, £14 though.
Oh, bargain.
Yeah. It's actually it's a tall mug. Also, I thought the point of these mugs, they've got a few different ones. They're all from franchises, so you can get a Stay Puft one from Ghostbusters, you can get Hopper and Eleven from Stranger Things, I believe, and also Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park.
So specific.
Why those characters? Like, I kind of get Ian Malcolm, but Dennis Nedry, who wants to drink out of him? Anyway.
That's so weird. Yeah, I've just got up the picture of it on Amazon. It's phenomenal, Adam. Like, what the hell?
Stupid, isn't it?
And I said just before the podcast, it looks more like David Dickinson. So, yeah. So, yeah, the Dennis Nedry one. What's that about?
It looks horrible, doesn't it? It looks like a sandworm from Dune.
Oh,
Which, by the way, this is a segue. You can buy those popcorn buckets now for about £35 on eBay.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm going to order them tonight.
Yeah, we can add one of those to the cabinet. But yeah, this mug is horrific, guys. Adam will post a nice little photo of it. It is,
Yeah,
£14 well spent, if you ask me, Adam.
exactly. Well, thank you very much, listeners, for listening to this episode. Probably a difficult listen, this one.
Yeah, right. I think the Oscars talk at the beginning was lovely, but I think we just rambled a little much.
It's hard to talk about the MCU when it's so expansive, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe we should have given it an episode on its own. But nope, it's fine. We've covered it. It's all good.
Yeah.
One box ticked.
Check that off, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's better that we just try to
Did
reduce it a
yeah.
bit rather than do a whole episode on it. I think I would lose my mind. Yeah, in short, I love Moon Knight and I love Iron Man.
Good. There we go.
Yeah. I'll just fix the edit so it's just that sentence.
Why don't we get rid of Robert Downey Jr. from the list and just put Iron Man
Yeah,
on the list?
yeah. Just Iron Man's there, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
funny. Great one. Films coming out next episode. Once again, there's not much. No, there's nothing to cover, I don't think.
Nothing this week. Oh dear.
No.
Okay.
Once again, whoa, what are we paying this Odeon membership for?
Yeah. Dear me.
And then the week after it is Ghostbusters. So
Amazing. I'm
Also
very excited
Friday
about
it's Ghostbusters. So for next podcast we won't be able to cover it, but we are doing a Ghostbusters special. Maybe
Yes.
maybe we should rewatch 1 and 2,
Yeah, I want to see 2 again.
and
yeah.
then maybe watch Afterlife as well. We could watch 3 films as a lot.
I watched the first. I saw Afterlife recently, so yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sounds good. Excited for that. Stick around for that one, guys. That'll be in 2-3 weeks' time. Yeah. Get in touch with the show. You can do so by going to Instagram. It's at MovieOnUpPod.
And the email is the same at Gmail, movieonuppod@gmail. Give us some questions. Tell us what you think. Give us some advice. Tell us what sort of themed episodes to do. We'd love some ideas.
Yeah,
This
because
dissertation
we are busy, guys.
swamped.
This dissertation in Bournemouth Uni units, it's piling up.
Jesus.
And I've got another podcast on the side as well. Oh gosh, I'm just editing.
Is that a TV show on Down? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that antithesis of us?
Hang on, write that down.
TV show on Down.
Every Monday episodes.
Thank you for
Survival
listening.
Anyway, we'll cut it off. That's enough.
Thank you for
guys.
listening.
We'll be back soon.